7 a.m. again. Tai Chi, no, Qigong. Qigong. That's quite interesting actually, because Tai Chi and Qigong are roughly similar things. There's just slightly different outcomes that attach themselves, I suppose, to the practice. So Qigong is a series of movements that was born out of therapeutic dance, which is designed first and foremost to open up the body, get everything moving correctly and bring the mind into the body so that you can integrate mind, body and spirit. Once you've done that, then there are all kinds of weird, wonderful, energetic things that you can do. There's practices like Gung, there's the Gung to really open up and release some of the body, which we're practicing and playing with at the moment. Tai Chi is a form of Qigong, but it's also got other things in there as well. So there's the connection of the mind intent behind your movements, so it's not just waving your arms about, the centering of the body, how to move from one posture to another within the frame of your own body. And then there's the martial arts side of it as well, so it's health, fitness, cultivation of chi, meditation, martial arts. Qigong is regulation of breathing, movement and mind, but they have similar outcomes. We do it mainly for increased strength, increased vitality, increased health and fitness, and to understand more about who we are, what we are, and our bodies, and so on and so forth. So this is Qigong, and is there an and? Or am I just rambling? Yes, this is Qigong, and we'll get on with the practice. That's probably the easiest thing to do. So turn your foot 45 degrees to the corner. We're just going to do a little bit of a warm-up. Press the other foot onto the floor. When I say press, just rest it really. And then just let the foot rock back and forth, just to loosen off your ankle. And then swap to the other side. And then pick up the foot, shake off the ankle. And swap to the other side. That's interesting. Pick up the knee, circle the foot. Back the other way. And swap. See if I can do it this side. This ankle's misbehaving this morning, so let's have a play. There we go. It's quite interesting, as you start opening up the body, you start finding the areas where you really hold yourself tight, tense and rigid, and you hadn't realised you were. Back the other way. And this morning, for some reason, my ankle here is quite tight. And swap. Okay, moving on, feet together, circling the knees. Back the other way. And come up, turn out the toes, turn out the heels. Circling the hips. And back the other way. And change. Circling the shoulders. The way. With our feet shoulder width apart, settling down onto the feet to let the feet spread onto the ground. And opening up your ankle joints. Try and relax any tension you might have through the leg, so that the joint can open, settle and rest comfortably over the feet. And opening up the knee joints. Opening up the hip joints. So relaxing the muscles off around the hip. Opening the joint, softening the joint if you like. The tailbone tucks under, pelvis levels, and it's as though you're sitting down on a stool. Shoulders rest comfortably over the hips. Chin pulls back slightly to empty the neck, stretch the spine. With all the bones floating in space, let all the muscles release so that you can stand comfortably. Start to focus on your breathing. Let your breathing become regular and smooth. See if you can sink it into the belly, so as you breathe in, your belly opens up. And as you breathe out, the belly closes down. Softening your shoulders, softening down the back, sitting back against the spine. See if you can become aware of where your mind is. And if you can, just let it trickle down into the body. Don't worry if you can't yet. It will happen because you're focusing on it now and you're trying to get it to happen, but don't force it. It's like water flowing down to the lowest point. Breathing in, bring the hands up the centre line. Turn the palms over, take the hands up over the head. Slight pause at the end of the in-breath, then breathing out, circling the hands down. Slight pause at the end of the out-breath, breathing in. And breathe out. Keep going. All the time, softening the shoulders, sitting back against the spine, sinking the mind, allowing the body to move with comfort and ease. Keep the shoulders released, softening the biceps and triceps. One more. Breathing in, bring the hands up to the centre line, the chest. And breathe out, turn the palms, push down, let the hands come to rest by the sides. So again, checking on your alignments, softening your feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, tailbone tucks under. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips. Pull the chin back slightly to create a stretch in the spine. Bones floating in space. Muscles release, sink down. Get the breathing back down into the belly. Let the mind sink back down to the belly. Softening the shoulders down through the chest cavity. Opening the diaphragm and the belly. Releasing down through the legs. Breathing in, bring the hands up the centre line to chest height. Breathe out, turn left palm up, right palm down. Breathe in, bring the hands back to the chest. And breathe out, swap the hands. And keep going. Sitting back against the spine, spacing the weight evenly over both feet. Softening the shoulders and the arms. One more. And with the hands at the chest, both palms to the floor, breathe out, push down. The hands come to rest by the sides. Again, check your alignments, softening the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, tucking the tailbone under, leveling the pelvis as though you're sitting down. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, chin pulled back slightly to create the stretch in the spine. And then release all the muscles as the bones stay upright. Breathing back to the belly, connect. Sinking the mind down to that point, 3 fingers width below your tummy button and then back inside the body cavity. Sit back against your spine. And again, bones floating in space. All the soft tissue, all the white tissue, release. Start to turn the waist. So the waist turning from side to side is what's bringing your shoulders round. Softening the legs so that you're not twisting down through the knees. And the rotation is around the spine, coming from your center. And release the shoulders so that they can swing like a piece of rope. And just let the bodies turn. Don't twist so you're not turning too far. And allow the arms to swing. So softening your shoulders. Softening the upper arms. Softening the elbows. Softening the forearms. Opening the wrists. Emptying the hands. Softening all the fingers. And let the hands become heavy like a weight on the end of a piece of rope. And we're going to speed up the momentum now so that the arms are swinging more out to the side, coming one in front, one behind. And let it be the momentum of the waist turning being transferred out through into your arm, into your shoulders and into the arms that makes the arms swing. Again, sitting back against the spine, relaxing all the muscles either side of the spine. Tucking the tailbone under to sit down, softening down through the hips, the knees and the ankles and the feet. Let your breathing fall into a nice regular pattern. Softening the belly. The arms are swinging because the waist is turning, which is moving the shoulders, which is transferring out into the arms. You're not flapping your arms around like a bird. Change. Let the hands just come to rest at the sides. Then softening your feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, tucking your tailbone under. Leveling the pelvis, let the shoulders rest comfortably over the hips. Chin pulled back slightly to create a stretch in the upper neck and empty the neck. Breathing back into the belly. Let the mind sink down. All the bones floating in space. Muscles release. And then palms to the floor and forward. As you breathe in, dropping the fingertips, raise the arms to shoulder height. And then as you breathe out, let the elbows drop, the wrists drop, and the hands float down as though you're pushing through water. Breathing in. And breathe out. Again, don't let yourself lean forward or back. Keep your weight evenly spaced on the feet. Sitting down as though you're sitting on a stool. And sit back against your spine into the pelvis. As you breathe, really release the shoulders, the clavicles, the pectorals, shoulder blades. Neck empties. Spine, either side of the spine, the muscles release. Softening the arms and the legs. Softening the chest. One more. And turn your fingertips to the right and just let the hands circle up. Right hand in front of the face, left hand continues to circle down and end up holding a ball in the centre. Settling back down onto the feet, tucking the tailbone under. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just allow your body to turn to the right. Breathe in. Swap the hands, return the waist back to centre. Breathe out, turn the waist to the left. Breathe in, swap the hands, return to sender. Sender? Back with Elvis again. Return to centre. And then breathing out, softening down through the legs so you're not twisting down through the knees and the ankles. Tucking the tailbone under, sitting down. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, sitting back against the spine, rotating around the spine. Sinking the breathing into the belly. Let the mind trickle down. One more. And then circle up the left hand, or the lower hand, so both hands are at chest height. And then on an out breath, just let the hands float down and come to rest by the sides. Take a couple of breaths. Bring the knuckle of the thumb so it rests in the tummy button, let the palm rest down. The other hand comes in flat over the top. Left hand underneath, right for men, right hand underneath, left for ladies. And then softening the feet, softening your ankles, softening the knees, opening the hip joints, tuck the tailbone under, leveling the pelvis, sitting down. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, chin pulled back slightly to create the stretch in the neck. And then with all the bones floating upright, relax all the muscles down and start to breathe into the belly, reconnect with the belly. And let the mind sink down. Bring the hands up, wiggle the fingers at the ends of the arms. Make sure the shoulders stay released, elbows sunk, wrists soft. Bring the hands down, circle the hands at the ends of the arms. Change. Breathe in, come up onto the toes. Breathe out, let your body drop. Again. And keep going. And one more. And relax. Just a little shake, just to loosen everything off again. So thank you very much for joining me this morning. I hope again you enjoyed that set. Later on today we have, for the white, red and the black dragons, we have a Qigong challenge, Sung Gung, then we have the Bada Jin set at 11 o'clock and the Yi Chuan going on at 2 o'clock over in the white dragon Tai Chi groups. And then yes, there's a red dragon Tai Chi class tonight. So if you have any questions or you'd like to leave any comments on the experiences that you've had while doing the Qigong, then please by all means do. And if I could ask you to tag, share and like so that we can get this out there to as many people as possible, fantastic. If you'd like to leave any comments about how this has made you feel, if you like, through doing the practice, yeah, that would be brilliant. So thank you very much for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, or in any of the other classes if you are a white, red or black dragon. If you want to find out more, go to the website www.3dragonsonline.com. Again, let's say it again. Thank you very much for joining me, and I shall see you in the next one. Take care.